Do you know what is dirty fighting? Hello and welcome to SAMI Combat Systems. My name is Weckauf and I hope I can show you my personal idea about dirty fighting. For me, dirty fighting, not a system, is a mindset. So what I mean is, it's not a sport. Here in this clip, I will show you my ideas, some techniques what you can use in the real fight. So many systems are based on a sportive competition, but we use more the techniques what is not allowed in the sport, because this is a really danger in the sport, but on the street and the real situation is much better. So while we use these techniques, sometimes we have more attackers, not one, and so we have to find a quick end in the fight, so it's easy maybe to run away. Maybe the attacker have a weapon. So in a real fight, sometimes it's all possible. So that's why we can also do what we want. In some situation it's better you use a weapon, some situation not. But I think is a really important thing, you know, the mindset and also the techniques. So when you don't train that, so you cannot use that in the real situation, because you have stress, so you have not the muscle memory, and so that's why I want to show you some ideas, some techniques, and make a series of that, and I hope you will enjoy that. And so we start now with the first technique what I like and give you ideas for the training. So the first technique what I want to show you is a technique from behind. So I prefer in the training to use also combinations or techniques when we behind the opponent. So that's why I have here my bob and teach that also my students. So when I have the chance to can stay behind him in some situation, I can manipulate him and bring him in a bad position and me in a position behind him. So many people use a choke. I don't like that, because when I have more attackers, so it's not working really fast. So I prefer more to punch him. So it's not so normally to punch an opponent when you are really close. So when I'm behind here, I show you the technique. I grab here under the nose, because it's better, he cannot bite me, and press here the neck to me. I can bring him with one or two hands to me. When it's possible, I use one hand. When not, I use both hands. So in this situation, it's really hard for him to attack me. Maybe he can hit that. But when you give your head a little bit more down, so he can hit like that. But now, when I turn here, also the neck here in this position, so it's free for that. So now I have here this area to hit, this area and this area. My punch is not a really hook, because it's not doesn't work. So when you make a hook like that, you see my fist are landing here with my knuckles. So what I have to do is to turn here my fist. So you see I can hit like this one here, or I can hit like that. So it's a really good position for me. So for multiple attackers, when I have one here, boom, I can push him far away, and I can find against another one. And this here, when you hit this area, is really, really painful and really, really hard for him. Sometimes he go immediately on the ground when you hit 4 or 5 times, so I'm sure he's really down. So again, so he can train from the left side. I prefer more for right side, but I'm a right-hander. I feel the control. I can press him, so I can manipulate him when he have multiple attackers. He's in the front. I can move here, and together here I can hit him and hold him. So that's a really, really good technique. Now I show you some exercises. When you don't have a ball, you can train also with a hand. So you can train that also alone when you have not a partner, so you can use also that. So it's not really the same, but you can train also the punch. So I grab here to the heavy back, thinking you have here your fingers, make not a big strike, so you have to press here. You can press also your head on the heavy back, what you want, and then you have to punch here. So you can do 1 minute like that with full power. You can change every time. One comes right, one comes left. So you have also a training for your grips, or you make it in like an interval. So 10 seconds, then wait 10 seconds like that. So it's a good training also for your workout with a different punch. Another variation is when you don't have like that. So you can use a big pad. So you're thinking this is the head, and then you can train also like that. So this is important because here you can train also your muscle memory, because you have here the turn, the twist with your fist, and also to grab someone. So you see, this is not a really boxing style, it's really for the street concept. Yes? And that's why I say it's not a style, it's a concept. And you can put some elements in every style and change some. You can follow us on this channel when you like our clips, and then we send you every week a new clip in English, and then also one in German language with subtitle. So give us a thumb, and when you have comments, you are welcome. Thank you to watch us.